Hey everyone, I'm Mackayla, and today on the soundtrack of our lives, we welcome Kiss Bang.
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, so you guys put out your single Drag at the end of October and a music video. So it's been out for a little while now. What have people thought of it?
What do
People,
you think?
the response has been pretty good. There were a lot of new grounds that we covered with this single that we hadn't before. We just, we saw it go a little bit further and reach more people that we wanted it to reach.
It was really exciting. We actually made it on a Fresh Finds Rock playlist, which it was like the middle of the night, and Max called me and I was like, oh my God, this can't be good. And he was like, open your phone right now, which was really exciting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think that this is like, Max and I always say we wanted to kind of start the new era of Kiss Bang, and this is kind of going forward the direction we wanted to be in. So it was really exciting to like get that started.
Yeah.
So what does this new era of Kiss Bang look like?
It's just a lot more rock, a lot more satirical. We're going to be experimenting with like a lot of sounds coming up, but all of them kind of take the primary influence from, not classic rock per se, but just like much more of a rock leaning thing, because that is the final frontier that nobody has touched yet in this current era of music. Pop, I feel like, you have like the people who are doing the sort of like 90s club thing, like Charlie XCX, early 2000s type of thing. Then you've got Chapel, who's kind of doing the synth pop, and sounds like the next album's going to be primarily country. No one's touched rock yet.
We talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
We were like, there was pop punk, and then there was this and there was that, but like I feel like real like rock influenced pop music is something that we were really wanting to hear and missing. So we decided that we would just make the music that we wanted to hear.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you also had a music video come out for it as well. What was it like filming that?
Oh my gosh, Max and I.
It was a DIY extravaganza.
It really was. My poor sister, I live with my sister, and we like flipped my apartment upside down for like a couple days. We shot the video using a projector I had in my apartment, and we were just shooting each other. I mean, Max had worked with cameras before, but I literally was like working with this camera from him telling me what to do.
Yeah.
And we shot the video in my house. We even used like a flashlight from an earthquake kit as like the lighting for some of our shots. It was really fun to make.
If you look closely in the video, you can see the picture hook or picture frame hooks still in the wall in the back, because that was her sister's one condition. She was like, yeah, you can take the stuff off the walls, but not my hooks.
Yeah. So they're like, you can see them in the video, but it really was like a DIY project. We'd had this idea forever, and we were like, we have to make this happen.
Yep.
Yeah, it sounds like it was a lot of fun to do.
It really was.
Yeah.
So are you going to do more music videos in the future the same way?
I mean, hopefully we'd have a bigger budget to do more things that we want to
I
do.
feel like that's kind of what we're thinking right now. It's like music videos, they're great. We all love them. They're not as popular anymore.
Right.
And it's unfortunate, but the reality is everything is short form now. It's like it's a better use of your time to make something that's incredible, that's 5 seconds long, than something that is way more thought out and higher production value that's like a minute and a half. So
yeah, I totally agree.
So that's our next game. However, the short form stuff that we're coming up with right now is pretty weird and funky.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's been like it's such an interesting shift from, because I prefer music videos. I find them really fun to watch.
Totally.
Too. Yeah.
But it's such an interesting shift. People like don't watch them anymore. And I don't understand. I'm like, but they're so good.
I know.
I think people's attention span has just shortened so much. And our goal is we want the music to reach people who would love it. And I think the best way we can do that now is by packing a punch in these small little videos, and then hopefully we can start making 45-minute long music videos.
Exactly. That's the goal, that we can make like a short film at some point, because we're both very interested in film and everything.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it's funny. I totally agree with you. I also prefer a music video rather than these like, handheld shot like videos of bands performing and whatnot. I think I'm curious to ask you, what do you think is the solution to music videos becoming popular again?
I think what it would have to be is like reels of music videos to get somebody to go watch the video.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I totally
I
agree.
feel like that's what it would have to be
Yeah.
Mhm.
because people don't want to like make that investment
I
of their
know.
time. I'm like, it's a good investment of your time.
I was thinking about this a lot because I was growing up. I watched so many music videos.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
I loved watching music videos, and I think like what really stuck out to me is like the first time I watched like a Portishead video, and I was like, oh my god, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen, and it kind of like enveloped me in that world.
Mhm.
And I think to me, that's always been what a music video is like pulling you, okay, you've heard the song, now you want to see the world that they're creating.
Right.
It's so hard to do that with short form video because it's only a couple seconds. You're not
Mhm.
being enveloped in that world. But I think that's something that we're, in that couple seconds that we're trying to do.
Yeah, it's so hard because that's the thing with music videos, as you're saying, is like you're creating this world, but then the short form is just taking it away. It's like you can't create the world around your music anymore.
It's the
Yeah.
same thing with songs too. Like I personally, much to Kaya's dismay when we're in the car together, I personally love like a 7-minute rock opera
Mhm.
of a song or like anything like that. Like I think that now it's funny. Like I get in the car with my younger sister and like I'm like, oh, I want to show you this song, and then she sees it come up on the screen, like the song length is like 4 minutes and 5 seconds, and she's
Mhm.
like, oh, this is the longest song in the world. And I'm like, okay. Then, like, I want to show you this song, and I'm like, okay, 1 minute and 10 seconds. What the hell?
I know. It's crazy.
Right. It's like the song can be like it can be like a short song can be really good, but there's also something to be said for like a song that has more to it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think it's just people's patience has just gotten shorter and shorter. And so keeping up with that and trying to be like, how can we make this the most shocking, the most enveloping in 5 seconds or a minute and a half,
Mhm.
is, and in a way, even though it is, not what we love and not what we grew up loving, I think it's also kind of a challenge of like, how much can we do in 10 seconds?
Right.
Yeah,
What can we create in 10 seconds that would just draw people into what we're doing?
exactly.
Mhm. But then there's the other question, should we be giving into this? Because by doing this, we're continuing to make people's attention spans shorter.
Yeah, it's hard. I think it's so competitive, especially in the world that we're in. It's so competitive. And I think, you can either choose to join or be a part of that new wave, or you
Mhm.
can choose to go the other way. And I really think we do a little bit of both. Like,
Yeah, you kind of I feel like you kind of got to play to both sides, you know.
Mhm.
mhm.
I feel like there's that you got to play the game a little bit, but you also kind of have to be like secretly messing with the game
Right.
sometimes so that like, you're on both sides of history.
Yeah.
Right. Because you want your music to do well, but you also like don't want to make it like super short or like content that
Exactly.
you don't want to make.
Don't want to smile and wave.
No,
Right.
and I was talking to Max about this the other day. One of our friends was kind of encouraging us to make TikTok videos because he was like, you guys are both musically really talented. Like that's
Mhm.
how you draw people in. And I was saying to him, I was like, okay, but then we're one of 1 million TikTok videos of people doing that went up in a day. Now we have to
Right.
think out of the box. How can we showcase that, but also make it engaging and shocking? And what if we added this visual? And what if we added that visual? And at the end of the day, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm literally making a TikTok. Like, what am I doing? Like, why am I investing so much time into this? But I think yeah, you either have to go one way or the other or kind of play both sides.
Yeah. It's such an interesting thing. And I'm kind of interested to see, where it goes in the future, like which side it takes. Cause like people are kind of being like, well, why is this content so short and wanting more content, like long content, but at the same time not wanting the long content. And it's so interesting.
It is really interesting. I think I remember I mean, it's the first thing you hear when you talk to anybody is like, what are your socials? What are your engagement?
Mhm.
What's going on here? What's going on here? And it's like, at the end of the day, yeah, there could be tons of people following you on Instagram, but like the reason that we started doing this is engaging with people in person, like
Yeah.
playing live. And like, I think when you are actually looking at someone who's so excited to hear you play and watching it. That's what it's all about. And I think as an artist, it is weird that we're in this world now where like it's all about just a like on Instagram or like a, you know, it doesn't really fulfill you. I mean, I think you can agree. It doesn't really fulfill you like being on stage or meeting that person outside after and them telling you how great it was. And, you know, it's a different world.
Yeah, it's true.
It's like you didn't sign up to be like an influencer. You signed up to be a musician, you know?
Totally.
And look, the reality is, despite what the, you know, your friends will tell you, the industry will tell you, this, that, and the other thing, the old way still does work. Just have to have the drive to stick it out.
Totally.
Because, and that is the killer, because like, yeah, it's going to take like 6 years, but you know, as would like going to getting your master's degree or like anything like that, like it takes a while, but it does work if you're good.
Yeah,
you know,
I agree.
I think that also the biggest advantage of doing it that way is you have longevity. Like with the social media stars, it's kind of like up and down, and then you got to find the next thing that's going to bring you back. But I think the one of the great parts, and also one of the unfortunate parts about social media, is like it has exposed us to some really freakishly talented people.
Yeah.
It's also let a lot of really untalented people slip in through the cracks, and you know, and whatnot. But like, I think that one thing that you do get if you do it like the way that everyone has done it for eons is you just get people, they will remember. You know, when like the next generation's talking to their kids, it'll be like, oh yeah, remember this, you should check out this band, oh they were so cool back in this, you know. I really doubt that like a lot of social media stars, because it's so interchangeable and it's always changing, how do you keep up with that?
I don't understand how they do. I'm like, do you just spend your whole day online? Because that sounds so boring.
This is the thing that we say all the time, is like, I don't want to sit all day and make TikToks. I want to make a song. Like that's what we signed up for. I think it was really interesting. Me and my sister were talking about this. Can you tell we're very influenced by our little sisters? But we were
big little sister fans.
Yeah, we were sitting, I was talking to her about it, and she was like, you know, it's crazy. This girl I follow on Instagram, her life is so like perfect. It's like nothing is wrong in her life. And Max and I were like, we talk about it all the time. Like if people only knew what the amount of time it takes to create a song, to create visuals, like us going and eating like street tacos for $1 because we wanted to save that money to buy a piece of gear that we can put, like, you know, people don't really understand it's so much work, you know, to get these songs out and do these things, but we do it because we love doing it.
Exactly.
Not because we love making TikToks. We don't.
Right. And like going back to what your sister said, nobody's going to post about the bad things in their life.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the unfortunate, that's like, I think that's the hard part of it. I think, you know, there's two big conversations in LA right now from what I hear, is like the battle between authenticity and mystery. And like, I really think there's a line to straddle there, because like if you are, I think that one of the great things about great artists is that there's an air of mystery. You don't really know, which makes them feel, exactly, makes them feel larger than life. That's, you know, that's a huge draw. But
we are the least mysterious people
that is also true. We are so uncool. It's not even funny.
We try so hard. We literally do. We try so hard to be mysterious.
But it just does not work. Like we walk into a venue and we've like planned our outfits out. Like Kaya's in like 6-inch heels and like I'm in all leather and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so uncomfortable.
When I'm in the bathroom, I'm like, take these off. I can't stand in these anymore. Like it's so, you create this world for yourself. But I think what's so cool about us, and what I feel like most people who we've connected, real fans that we've connected with, is that like we're really just normal people.
Yeah,
you know,
and that's the other side of this, is like, then, you know, you have the just fully authentic thing, which is also good. I really do think that the secret recipe nowadays is to really straddle that line.
Yeah.
Because people want to relate, but people also want to be a little scared of you.
Mhm.
Like, I really do believe
I
that.
agree. Can you tell we like never stop talking? This is
No, it's fine. I love it. Yeah. So you mentioned some fan encounters. Do you have like specific ones that are more memorable that you can think of?
I can think of one that was really funny.
Go.
We played a show at South by Southwest, and we were playing this show, and we make like, you know, some of our music can have like a heavy influence, but it's definitely not like headbanging music.
Mhm.
And one guy who just was like trying to start a mosh pit,
Flinging his head around.
I mean, it felt like we were Metallica, and I was like, this makes no sense. Did he like go to the wrong show? And afterwards he was like, guys, oh my God. That was crazy.
Even posted about us on Reddit.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he like made a whole thing like, this heavy band is, and we were like, we're
a pop band.
Yeah. It was so hilarious. But I mean, it shows you the way people interpret things, but it was really funny.
Yeah, it was awesome. I'm trying to think no. That's all I have.
That's all you have.
I was trying to think back to some of our other shows. Oh, easy.
What?
Easy. Did you ever watch the show Corey in the House growing up?
I did not, but like I know what the show is.
Okay, so Corey in the House, the lead actor is Kyle Massey,
who
happened to be in the crowd at one of our shows.
Wow.
Came up to me after. He was like, hey man, that sounded really good. Did you mix that? We were like, yeah, we mixed the whole show ourselves. He's like, wow, that's crazy. That's the last thing I haven't been able to crack with music. And I was like, and I walked away, and I was like, who was that?
You know what was even funnier though? There were so many cool people at that show, but the one person that me and Max were like, no fucking way,
Corey in the House. Yeah,
I remember we told your cousin, he was like, what?
Yeah,
like, why do you guys
you know, if you play at the right venue in LA, there will be some crazy like local legends that'll come out and see you. And like one of my guitar heroes was in the crowd that night, and I totally butchered a solo, which was real awesome.
But at the end of the day, Corey in the House.
Right. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We were like losing our minds. And I was like telling people, and they were like, okay, Kaya, like that's not that crazy.
Yeah.
So do you have any more shows or any shows that are more memorable than others, or ones that kind of stand out?
I think Hotel Vegas.
Also the Lester Pearl one where your top came off.
Okay. Well, I wasn't going to say that. I decided I was going to buy this outfit from actually like one of my favorite stores in LA. Oh my God. I Am Coco in LA. She like hand makes all these pieces.
It's really cool stuff.
I got this skirt and this top that had like race cars on it. I was wearing a big leather jacket, but you tied it in the back with like a piece. And I remember when I was tying it, I was like, this is ballsy, Kaya. Like this could go badly. But it was such a good, and I bought it for South by Southwest. And I told her, like the girls in the store, I was going to wear it and post it. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do this.
Right.
And we're playing, and I feel it getting like looser and looser. And I was like, and we're like when we're playing shows, we're like running around the stage. We're jumping.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. And then we're like 2 songs in, and it just like came off. And I looked at Max with like sheer panic in my eyes, and he's like playing, and he's like, zip the sweater, like zip. And we're like, I'm like zipping the jacket. I held it. You can watch the video even. Like I'm holding my body like this. I was like, it's an interesting stage move. It was, no, that was not a good moment for me.
Yeah.
Well, now you've learned from that.
Never again.
Yeah.
Never again.
I know that was definitely, because I also was wearing, I think I was wearing that tight crop top.
It's also like 100 degrees.
100 degrees outside.
And I'm wearing like a leather jacket. It was just terrible. I don't know why.
Yeah, it was funny. I don't know. Aside from that, yeah.
Hotel Vegas was my favorite show we've ever played.
Or Winston House.
Both.
Yeah.
But
Hotel Vegas at South by was awesome because it was just like 100 people, easy, packed into a tiny room. And we had no time to sound check, so we just like, there was some crazy French synth pop band that was on right before us, and they had like 8 people on this tiny little stage. They had coming into the audience, and like their teardown took like 30 minutes. And then the guy was like, all right, you got to go. And we're like, we haven't sound checked yet. And he was like, don't worry, I'll mix it as we go.
Oh no.
Like,
It was great.
It sounded great.
My brother's band was playing South by Southwest, and I think I just loved that show because he hadn't seen me play in a really long time. So they like ran from their set and came and watched our set, and it was so funny because he was like, "Are you going on?" I was like in the audience, like waiting to sound check, and then like Max said, this guy was like, "You got to play right now," and I was like, drink, like I was like running around, like it was really fun though.
Yeah,
that sounds very stressful though.
But yeah, stressful, but like in kind of in a good way.
Yeah. The only other, the last one that sticks out, I'll just mention briefly. We played a show at Winston House in LA, which is a really cool venue. And they texted us the day of, and they were like, hey guys, because we were headlining, which was ridiculous because like at the time we were just getting started.
They basically texted us and were like, they basically told us like, you guys need to pack this place out because it was a way bigger space than we thought it was.
Right.
So I just went crazy. We were texting everyone. We were posting everywhere.
However, the real thing that did it was I have a friend in LA who I grew up with in San Francisco, like in the hospital when he was born. He's a little younger than me. And we kind of fell out of touch like over the years, like, and he moved down here and we talked. I knew him from church, which makes the whole thing so much better. And I texted him and I said, hey, we're doing a show tonight, part of like my rounds of texting to get people to come out. This man brought 35 people,
like the entire USC college class.
And they're all like hammered and just going crazy at this show.
It was so funny because with the guy at the venue was like, oh, like we were like, oh, you need people to come here. We were like texting everyone we knew.
And
then this kid brought like 40 people.
It was crazy. It was so much fun though.
Yeah. Did you end up packing the house?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's awesome. Means you got some good friends.
Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah.
Or someone willing to bring all of their friends.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Someone,
totally.
It's important to have partiers on your team.
Yeah.
So do you guys have any pre or post show rituals?
Yeah, we have one.
What is it?
Right before a show every time, Kai and I have terrible stage anxiety, but right before each show, because like I would say both of us, like we get kind of nervous.
Well, I'm horrible because I get like Max gets like inward nervous. I get like outward nervous. And then I put it all on Max.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, oh my God, what if it goes wrong? What do you think is going to happen? And then Max is already, he has to like calm me down. It's terrible to work on that.
But what the first song that we ever wrote together, which we never released, but maybe one day is
maybe in that short film.
Maybe in the short film. Absolutely. It's there's this outro part where it goes, oh, oh, oh. And we just kind of sing that together at full voice. And it's like to warm up both of our voices. And also it calms the nerves every time because it just takes us back to writing in my 200 square foot studio apartment.
Yeah, totally.
So when you guys are writing together, what does that process look like?
I think that like it really differs on the day. Like either Max will come to me with like a lyric or an idea, or I'll come up to him with a melody or a lyric or whatever. And we really start from scratch. Like I'll sit in Max's room and I'll sing him an idea, or he'll sing me an idea. And then we'll be like, well, what if the bass sounded like this? And what if the guitar sounded like this? And we slowly build from there.
Usually we have the production and everything completely mapped out in our heads.
Yeah. Like singing it to each other
before we even take it into the computer. Like, it'll, like Kaya said, it'll start with a riff or a lyric or a melody or something, or even sometimes just a bass line, something. And then we'll build on it. Sometimes we'll run it through on the guitar just once, and then we'll put it in the computer, and most of the time we'll have a rough draft within
an hour,
8 hours.
Oh, I was going to say like an hour. Like we got it mapped out.
Yeah. But like after, like, like it produced and everything.
Totally.
8 hours. Well,
wow.
and then it'll be like 9 p.m. and we're like, oh, we should probably eat something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eating is very important.
Yeah.
Yeah. We like have a lot of taco stands that are like,
Yeah,
oh, hey guys.
Hey guys. Yeah,
They know your order by now.
they see us
Seriously.
coming down the block. They're like,
Seriously.
oh, these fuckers.
I mean, they must love it. They'll make a lot of money off of you.
Seriously, our late night studio sessions, they're like about to close and they're like, oh,
Like, please.
yeah.
We haven't eaten anything.
They should just know by now to expect you to come.
I know, seriously.
Yeah. Maybe if we like pay them a little more, they can do a delivery service.
There's no way. They don't even want us there in the first place.
That is also true. That's also true.
Or maybe you should plan it so you can place your order, like tell them that you're doing a studio day and they know, and they'll just have it ready for whatever time you come in.
That's smart. That's very smart. Yes.
Because if you already know you're going to go.
Yeah, you're right. Plan.
It's literally on the corner of Max's apartment. And we've now had this problem where like, I physically don't think I could eat another burrito. And Max is like, you should just go to the burrito place. And I'm like, I don't want to go to the burrito place anymore.
I know, it's true. I've definitely worked every menu option on that burrito place by far.
Do you have a favorite?
Let me tell you.
Was this not a good question to ask?
I've discovered a new meat. It's excellent.
Okay.
It's called suadero, and it's like basically brisket. It just doesn't come from the front of the cow, like from the front, like, leg. It comes from the back. How it's so good. This
is another panicked phone call. I got it like 1 a.m. I don't believe the meat I just ate.
It's like they braise it and then they chop it up and then they throw it on the grill to fry it up. That in a burrito, life-changing. Before that, it was carnitas. That was but you can't get that at most street stands here. I'm from San Francisco, so that's like the big one there. Here it's al pastor, which is also good, but suadero. Woo!
It's his, that's the order.
What else do you get? Just meat, or do you get anything else?
Oh, I get the works. I get the beans, the rice, the cheese.
Well, I panic because I don't know what I want, and then I order something I don't want, and then I eat Max's food.
And then and then I love guacamole and avocados. I'm a California boy. I that's like,
I did.
Kaya gets the avocado ick really easily, and it's like,
it's a big problem.
It's like sometimes she's like, yeah, I want avocado on this. I'm like, what? And then other times I'm like, because I get used to her liking avocado, and she's like, I have to see another avocado. And I'm like, oh, here we go.
Go in and out of the avocado phase.
I have a really tough time with avocados.
Yeah.
Like it's easy. Like one day I'm like a big fan, and the next day if I look at an avocado, it like ruins my day.
Interesting. So looking down the line, what's kind of coming up next for you guys?
Well,
we've got a lot going on. Max and I and a friend of ours we actually just are about to get a studio space so we can start recording out of our own studio.
Yeah. So exciting.
So exciting.
I know.
We're putting out more music. We're planning on playing a ton more shows. I think that like we're just building our world more and more, and it's really exciting. We've been excited.
Yep. We're we've gotten the studio is going to be incredible. It's also not just going to be for us. We're also going to work with other people too, which is going to be really awesome. And we're just really excited to grow our community in that way. And, we've also gotten really into AI, which has been kind of...
You've gotten really...
I think it's hilarious. Like, I think, I know, controversial, especially in our world, but yeah, I just think it's so funny. And like,
I think it's more just like an interesting way for us that we've realized to like make that short form content that we were talking about.
Yeah, because it's so ridiculous. Like people are like, oh, this is gonna replace visual artists forever. And I'm like, have you seen it? It's like they've got hands with 10 fingers.
It's like this. It's a cool way for us to like expand on the art we're making. If you use it, and I feel like that was such a controversial thing when it came out, but if you're using it in a way where you're telling that software what you want to create, what you want to do, you can create things that you can't on your own.
Yeah, right. Like pay a lot of money for, get really good at After Effects or whatnot. Like,
and I think
if I want to make a video of Kaya walking down Western Avenue and then throws up glitter,
we can do that.
It takes me 15 seconds now.
Right.
So I think I think it's a cool way for us to like expand on what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's definitely something that I feel like is under like, I don't know the right way to say it. It's like people don't understand like all the benefits of it, even though
Yeah.
like, yes, there are negative side effects of it, but there's also so many benefits.
Absolutely. I totally agree.
Yeah.
I feel like certain circumstances, like for a video like that, who cares?
Exactly.
If you
Yeah.
use that, you know?
If we were making all of our songs using AI and it was just like, all right, AI, make this beat for me. And then I'm like, Kaya.
Yeah, that's the thing that I can't really get behind is like making music through AI. I just think that, you know, music is supposed to be emotional and coming from a person's experience and their soul. Therefore, you know, I think there's something so special about us spending 8 hours working on a song. But I think when it comes to visual aspects, it's still an original idea. It's just using a platform to create it for you.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I think if you use a combination of both, like it can be really helpful.
And save time and money.
Time and money.
Absolutely.
I love time and money. I love
Very important things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So before I ask the last question, was there anything else that you guys wanted to mention or talk about today?
I think that like honestly, just more, we have so much new incredible music coming out that we're so excited and proud of and expanding our world. And we'll, you know, on our socials, you can follow us and we'll be talking about the shows we're doing. And just kind of follow our journey with us.
Yeah. Go listen to Drag.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last question is, what is the soundtrack of your life?
Like a song?
It's however you want to answer it because it is your life.
Okay. What's the soundtrack?
It is right now the band Mayhem, Norwegian black metal.
That's kind of the soundtrack.
Both of our lives right now.
I'm obsessed with them. I think
construction sites. There's one behind my apartment.
I think that when it like, if I really thought about it, I think that it changes for me all the time, which is so exciting. But like right now, like I said, like Max and I are so influenced by rock music and diving deeper into that. But I would say the soundtrack of our lives changes constantly. But right now, it's definitely rock music and Norwegian black metal.
I love it. That's very specific.
Yeah.
Norwegian black metal and construction.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, so for all of our listeners who want to stay updated on you guys, hear your new music when it eventually comes out, where can they find you?
At KissBangXO on Instagram and KissBang on Spotify.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for taking the time to talk to me today.
Of course, thank you
so much for having
You're
us.
great.
Yeah,
You're
this is
great.
great.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I just like talking to people. So
So do we.
Yeah, so
we could do this forever.
Yeah, we just like to talk.
Okay, well, have a nice rest of your day.
You too.
Listeners, be sure to check them out and make sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at SDLI's Podcast. Thanks for joining us.